The moment she realizes she made a mistake, she walks away without hesitation, believing she has everything under control. Maybe she assumed you would wait. Maybe she thought she had endless options. Or maybe, in that moment, she genuinely believed she wouldn't feel anything after letting you go. But now she's feeling something she never expected: uncertainty. At first, it's just a passing thought, a fleeting curiosity. She hears your name in conversation, sees something that reminds her of you, or stumbles across an old picture. Where she once would have brushed it off, she now pauses. Something about it lingers. She shrugs it off, convinces herself it's just nostalgia, just a random memory. But as time passes, the thoughts don't fade. They grow. She starts to remember the way you made her feel, the depth of your conversations, the way you looked at her, the sense of security and presence you had. And then something clicks. This isn't just nostalgia, it's loss. No matter how many distractions she surrounds herself with, something is missing. And here's the part she never saw coming. It's not just about what she had with you, it's about what she realizes she no longer has. She thought you could be replaced easily. She believed walking away meant finding someone better, someone new, someone who could fill the space you once held. But now she knows that's not true, because most people aren't like you. Most men don't bring the same energy, the same depth, the same presence. And the more she interacts with others, the clearer it becomes. What she let go of wasn't just a relationship, it was an experience she won't easily find again. She notices it in the little things: shallow conversations, meaningless attention, compliments that don't give her the same rush. The decision she once made so confidently now feels like a mistake. And here's where the emotions shift, from curiosity to something deeper: regret. At first, she resists it. She tells herself she made the right choice, that she was justified in walking away, that she doesn't need to go back. But the emotions don't fade. They creep in at unexpected moments, filling the quiet spaces of her day. She tries to distract herself, but nothing fully replaces what she once felt with you. Then, the real fear sets in. She asks herself the one question she never thought she'd have to: what if I can't get him back? Because for the first time, you're no longer a guarantee. Before, she always assumed you'd be there, that if she ever changed her mind, she could reach out and you'd respond. But now, she's not so sure. And that doubt shifts everything. Now she's not just missing you, she's realizing she might have lost something she'll never find again. And in that moment, she knows she needs you back. But what terrifies her most, she has no control over whether she can. At first, she tests the waters. Her pride won't let her be direct, so she finds small, indirect ways to see if she still has access to you. A like on an old post, an innocent-seeming comment, a casual message meant to check if you'll take the conversation further. She's not reaching out just to chat. She's reaching out to see if you're still emotionally available. But what happens when you don't respond the way she expects? When she realizes you're not waiting, not trying to reopen old doors? That's when panic sets in. Because now, for the first time, she's experiencing something she never planned for: rejection. She was the one who pulled away, the one who believed she held all the power. But now the roles have reversed. Now she's the one waiting for a response, second-guessing herself. And the more she feels she's losing control, the more she craves what she once took for granted. But there's something even worse than rejection: the realization that she might not even get the chance to fix things. That maybe, just maybe, she lost you for good. And when that reality hits, that's when she stops playing games. That's when she truly starts chasing. She always assumed the door would be open, that no matter how far she distanced herself, no matter how long she stayed away, you'd still be there. That belief was the foundation of her confidence when she walked away. She thought she had time, but now time isn't working in her favor. At first, she tried to ignore it, convincing herself that missing you was just a passing emotion. But the longer she fights it, the stronger it becomes, and worse. She's realizing you're not the same man anymore. The version of you she left behind, the one who was always available, always willing to compromise, always there at her convenience. That man no longer exists. She thought all it would take was a simple message, a small gesture, just a little effort to pull you back in. But now, she's realizing something she never expected. You're not reacting the way you used to. You're not rushing to reply, not eager to rebuild the connection, not making it easy for her to slide back into your life. And that terrifies her, because now, the fear that was once a whisper in the back of her mind, the fear of losing you completely, is impossible to ignore. She searches for signs that she still has a chance, watches your social media for clues, analyzes your responses. But the more she looks, the more unsettled she becomes. Because instead of seeing a man who's waiting, she sees a man who no longer needs her. You're different now. Your energy has shifted. You're no longer looking at her as the prize. You've become the prize yourself. And for the first time, she realizes she might have lost you to your own growth. That thought shakes her to the core. She's used to men chasing. She's used to being the one who decides how things play out. But now she's the one feeling powerless. She has two choices: convince herself she never cared that much in the first place, or do the one thing she swore she never would: chase you. The fear that creeps in when you don't chase isn't just unsettling, it's consuming. She doesn't pursue you because she wants to, but because now she feels like she has to. The idea of you moving on, of another woman experiencing the version of you she once took for granted, is something she can't accept. And for the first time, she's the one feeling the urgency. She's the one overthinking, wondering if she still has a chance, or if she's already too late. The weight of losing you isn't just a fleeting thought anymore. It has settled deep in her chest. It lingers in the quiet moments, creeping in when she's alone with nothing left to distract her. She told herself she had time, that she could come back whenever she wanted, believing you'd still be there, waiting, hoping, ready to pick up where she left you. But that assumption, it's shattered. Now, she doesn't just miss you, she feels like she's losing control. And when a woman realizes that someone she assumed was hers is slipping away, everything changes. The doubt that was once just a whisper in the back of her mind is now a storm she can't ignore. She used to think about you occasionally. Now she checks her phone too often, hoping to see your name. She hesitates before posting on social media, wondering if you'll notice. She scrolls through old conversations, looking for clues about what changed, and each time she sees that you're not reacting the way she expected, the panic builds, because now she's the one who feels like she has something to prove. Before, she believed her presence alone was enough. She assumed that no matter what, you'd always feel lucky to have her. But now she's realizing that she has to work to earn back what she lost. And that realization, it's crushing. She doesn't just want to reconnect. She needs to know she still matters to you. But here's what truly shakes her. She's not sure if she does anymore. She tests the waters. A random message disguised as casual, a subtle reaction to your social media, a comment about an inside joke only you two would understand. She's looking for any sign that you still care, that you're still emotionally invested. But if you don't give her that reassurance right away, the anxiety peaks. Now she's second-guessing everything. What if you've moved on? What if she really lost you? The thought of another woman taking her place, of someone else receiving the attention she once had, drives her insane. Because now it's no longer just about missing you. It's about needing to know she still has a place in your life. She won't admit it openly. Her pride fights her emotions. But inside, she feels something she never expected. Fear. Fear that she misjudged you. Fear that she waited too long. Fear that she's already too late. And that fear, it's exactly what makes her take action. She's no longer reaching out just to say hello. She's not casually checking in. Now she's actively trying to reinsert herself into your life because the thought of you being truly gone is a reality she can't accept. She tried convincing herself she was fine, that she didn't need to come back, that you were just another guy who passed through her life. But now every attempt at denial feels like a lie. She told herself she had options, but the truth is, none of them compare to you. She told herself you were replaceable, but the reality is, no one has made her feel the way you did. And now she knows she can't keep waiting, because the longer she hesitates, the stronger the possibility becomes that she's already lost her chance. This is the moment when her emotions override her pride. And that's when she does something she never thought she'd do. She starts putting in real effort. Not in the subtle, passive way she tried before. Now she's intentional. She sends longer messages, trying to restart deeper conversations. She asks about your life, hoping to reconnect in a meaningful way. She brings up old memories, trying to spark emotions she hopes still exist. But deep down, she's terrified. Because what if you don't respond the way she wants? What if you've changed so much that the things she once had control over no longer work? What if instead of pulling you back in, all she's doing is confirming that she lost you? That fear pushes her even harder. Now she's not just testing you, she's pursuing you. She finds excuses to see you, ways to be around you. She asks deeper, more personal questions, hoping to gauge where your feelings really stand. Because now she's the one seeking clarity. She needs to know if there's still something there, if she still has a chance, if she can undo the mistake she made. But here's where things get even more interesting. Now, you're the one who gets to decide. Before, she controlled the situation. She dictated the pace. She was the one pulling away, leaving you to wonder what went wrong. Now, she's the one overanalyzing your responses, second-guessing her choices, hoping she can fix things. And this is where your power is fully restored. Because the question is no longer whether she wants you back. The real question is, do you still want her? And the moment she realizes that it's not up to her anymore, that's the moment everything shifts. She thought she could come back whenever she wanted, but now she's realizing you might not even want her back, and that's what scares her the most. It's not just about missing you anymore. It's about the fact that she has no idea if she still has a place in your life. She went from having all the power to feeling like she's already lost. And that's when she truly feels regret. Because this isn't just about a momentary emotion. This is about losing something she didn't fully appreciate until it was gone. She may try harder. She may reach out again. She may even openly admit she made a mistake. But now the decision isn't hers anymore. Now it's up to you. And that's when she realizes the truth. She never had control over you. She just had access. And now she has to face the harshest reality of all. She may never get it back. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to Philosophy of Stoicism for more real relatable advice on navigating the complexities of love and relationships. Remember, relationships take time, care and effort, but the rewards are worth it. When fear and caution are met with understanding and patience, they transform into trust and connection. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.